And we see public opinion polls, either in the newspapers or candidate polls privately, that identify the issues that are the most important to voters. To what extent do you think that that's genuinely reflecting what's on people's minds as they sit around their kitchen tables? And to what extent do you think it's like a pop quiz that somebody answers education because they've been reading a debate about education in the newspaper and they think that's the answer they're supposed to give?
Yeah, well, a lot of our work really stems from that question, because Dan Yankelovich is a student of public opinion, and he wrote a book in the early 90s called Coming to Public Judgment, and it was an attempt to distinguish between off-the-cuff opinions and perspectives or views that the public has arrived at after they've had a chance to really sort through things and have a sense for, are willing to accept the consequences of a particular answer or path or solution. So a lot of what Dan was trying to do was to understand, what public opinion looks like as people have a chance to really deliberate effectively. And then what Public Agenda is trying to do is to create the conditions that allow the public to come to judgment, to not just be responding off the top of their head. Now, in a lot of surveys, you can't really tell the difference. Being sensitive to those issues that the public hasn't really thought through, and the answers that you get on that, and how unstable they often are, versus issues the public has worked through and come to some kind of a sense of judgment and direction. And the stability that tends to be there when that's the case is an enormous part of the process.